We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Parkey with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. It's a run of it over. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first carry for Najee Harris. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 31 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And the slot man goes in motion left. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Purdy now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Purdy to throw it on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as they have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into? Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
21, Chargers 14.
First and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, this is Harris. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Raiders. Mark Andrews saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 28, Chargers 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go, they'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on second down. Purdy setting up the screen. Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Robinson up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Touchdown! Mark Andrews on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 35, Chargers 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's Young off play action. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The pitch comes to Sanders. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A danger, now a hit, and a loose football. And the Raiders pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
On first down, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Harris will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On play action, Young. They'll roll him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Juwan Johnson, 39 yards. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with the 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Chargers 35.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the... Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the slot man goes in motion left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Handoff now to Robinson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 95 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the run, it's Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Young to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion left is Beckham. To throw on 2nd and 10. Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Purdy from the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Young. Into the hands of Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Young to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Chargers first down. First down and goal to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Young's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
The Raiders are moving on.